So what is conceptual modeling or models? We all do conceptual models, which is mental models. We all want to decide something. So here I am in the shop, want to buy chickpeas, and I have many alternatives, a normal one and organic one. I love chickpeas. We make hummus and falafel of it. However, I need data to decide. And one of these data is price. How much is costing? So here is the price. And maybe other things as well, such as the health impact, how it's produced, what is the environmental impact of that. So I made a quick drawing. I had midterm presentation on Monday. So yesterday I just made a mental model. This is a conceptual model of myself here, looking a little bit serious. And I have these things, cost aspect, health aspect, the health impact of this product on my health, the environment aspect, sustainability. But what's about much more complex system, such as Oslo Metro, where you have many data? You may also need to develop many models to facilitate this communication, understanding, and to have better or more data-driven decision-making. Here I am sitting in the maintenance workshop for Oslo Metro in Oslo, working as an employee, which is a concept of industry as laboratory or action research, as you may call it. And working there as employee to observe and conduct interviews and workshop. Of course, the coffee machine is the best place where you get free coffee and the chat with the very busy people, the decision makers. And here we conducted co-creation workshop with different people from the maintenance workshop, from the different department. Here is me standing there, and here we use Post-it and A3 to have and develop the as-is of the maintenance process. Is that enough? No, okay. I went to the maintenance floor and have overview of the data that they have in the maintenance workshop, and I collected failure data. What failing, which wagon is failing, when, over a long period, which is 6 years. But data, I need to pre-process it to be able to visualize it and analyze it. So here's my lovely daughter, Lina. I asked her to help me to give this message to the publicum. She loves puzzles, so we have a bunch of puzzles here. We cluster that using the monster behind it, and we need to pre-process the data before we make meaning out of it in form of picture and or puzzles, as you saw in the former picture. But the metro also operating in different environment conditions, in different weather, where it's very cold and very hot. So we collected also weather data for the same period of the failure data. And guess what? You may experience also all 4 seasons in Norway in one day. Huh? And the metro sensing some failure, especially when it's very cold, like -13 or -15, very cold outside, and you have also humidity, and it's coming inside the metro workshop, and then it's getting the room temperature. And here is our guy, as you saw, Tony scratching his head. Where is this failure disappeared? We take this insight again into another workshop. So here's many workshops done with many people, different people, using again A3 and Post-it, so we ensure that everybody express their meaning. And we also go to the people that worked a long time in the maintenance workshop fixing these metros and ask them about observation. They worked there like 20, 30 years, and I love this chair, the Metro Diver. For the first time, I sit there. It's many buttons. You have to press a button for each 5 seconds. It's really complicated to drive the metro. It's not our topic, but let us go back to the models. We print it out in A0, hang it over all the place in the maintenance floor for the engineers, for the decision makers, to gather feedback and establish this common understanding and communication. And we have here Post-it. We take this back, and we also have many discussion around it. And here's me in a conference, so we present our findings to academia expert, scholars, which is PhD professors, to discuss our findings and discover and explore the state of the art from the literature. But I am part of a bigger or larger research project, as Knut mentioned, H-SEIF, where we have also co-creation workshop gathering industry and academia experts. So we have here one of them in the picture sitting here. And we share the best practices from the industry partners. And just to not let you know that we only work with yellow stickers and A3s, here is just a sample or a taste of the models that we developed during this case study. So I have other case study, but focusing on the Oslo Metro, we developed many models, and here's some of them of the last version where we iterated many times. We also, this picture showing a lot of the data analysis where we used machine learning to discover hidden patterns, correlation, using two sources of data, weather and failure, and also discover the patterns among failure and between failure and weather. And I have been in Jazz Festival this year in Kongsberg, and I saw this necklace and said, yes, conceptual modeling and data analysis, there are two pieces of one heart. They complement each other. We have to do it in iterative way to make sense out of the data and the as-is and suggestion for to make it better, to understand where I am in the whole, communicate that all over the places, for all over the levels, so from the floor people working on the ground to the decision makers, and to understand the relationship and connection and interrelation between these parameters. Why? To make our public transportation better, to have the Oslo Metro more frequent, more in time, to create more value for our public transportation end users.